everybody, welcome to Peace of Mind Paydays. My name is Stephanie and I am going to be doing a February what I spent in a month video, spending recap video, whatever you want to call it. For some context, I am using You Need a Budget, also known as YNAB, as the application you're seeing now. And I'm also in my 20s, living on the East Coast, working in tech, and I'm trying my best to stick to a low buy year. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be using the YNAB spending breakdown view to show you my spending from February. So surprise, surprise, it was $3,416, which is higher than January was, even though it was a what is it called? A shorter month. But I'm not too mad about it because there's like a few things going on. So I'm going to do it by groups instead of categories because I lump my categories into specialized groups and I think it makes it more understandable. So you'll notice that 45% of my spending is just for rent and for all my utilities and bills. So that's where most of my spending goes, is just to like keep a literal roof over my head and the heat on. Then 17% is food. So this is groceries and dining out. If we look more into this, it's $372 went to groceries, $188.99 went to dining out, and then I made a new category just for coffee shops, and it was $28.94. This included me buying food, sometimes like a sandwich or something, a pastry with my drink. So this is not just on coffee itself, but I wanted to start tracking this separately. So that is eating. And then my third biggest category is quality of life, which includes my yoga teacher training certificate, which is $275 a month. I only have to pay for that 2 more times, once in March, once in April, and then I am done paying for it, which is really exciting. I also had to get some books for my yoga teacher cert, which is a little aggravating, I'm not gonna lie, because I am paying so much money for this training, but I do think it's like been really helpful to learn more of the anatomical stuff while I'm in yoga poses, and to be able to know which muscles to activate. So that's been why that cost is a little bit higher. Fun money, I'm gonna talk about this later, but I spent $140 there. And then clothing, I spent $120 on a Cezanne sweater, which I really like, and yeah, I've worn it a bunch already, so I'm really happy about that. Oh, and then gifts, I bought my partner a Valentine's Day card for Valentine's Day. So that is all stuff in fun money, or quality of life, I should say. And then the other category that's a higher is cat expenses, and then car expenses. I bought my cats like food and litter, like normal, pet insurance, pet rent. These are all pretty recurring costs. However, I did splurge and get my cats a stainless steel litter box, which I just started using today. I've been using plastic litter boxes since I've had a cat. So you replace them every year or so, but I just found that I wanted something with a little bit more longevity, and I know that plastic absorbs smells more, and like after a while, this plastic is porous, it just will seep into the pores of the plastic, and it doesn't matter how much you bleach it or clean it, it just is stinky. So I wanted to get something more durable. So I have one that's stainless steel right now. I still have one other one that's plastic, so we'll see. But the cats are using it so far, just for it being day one, and I hope it works out and I find it worth it. But it's a pricier option. I feel like you can get really cheap litter boxes when they're plastic, and you don't have to spend more than like, I don't know, $30-$40, but this one was $100. So I'm hoping I will have it more than a few years, and it can just be like a lifetime thing. It's stainless steel, like I said. It hopefully makes it easier to clean too. So that's not a purchase I it's not that I wasn't anticipating for it. I was, but I just like it's not a regular thing, so I won't have to, buy that next month. It's not a recurring purchase. That's what I need to say. Okay, and then for my car, I also got a oil change this month. Every 6 months, I get an oil change for my car. So that is a little bit unusual, out of the ordinary, but that's just like maintenance stuff. I got gas, I had to renew my car registration. So there was just like some purchases that were out of the ordinary. So I think if we added those up, it would be a couple $100s, which makes sense why my spending is a couple hundred, or it's around like $500 more than usual. And then health and wellness. Oh, I also did buy some items for like replacing toiletries, stuff like that. So it just happened to fall into February. I feel like that's what kind of happened with all the maintenance stuff I needed to get taken care of. I did get reimbursed though for that massage that I did not like and that I contacted the studio for. So if you're following along, that's what happened there. Okay, yeah, but all in all, I spent $3,416. Like I said, last month was like super strict, did not spend anything out of the ordinary. I kept it really, really, really low buy. This month was a little bit higher just because of things that came up, but I still pretty much kept to my rules. So I have my low buy rules here. Let's go over them. Let's check in with how my low buy year is going. Okay, so right off the bat, let's start with red light. I have pretty much kept to this list. I have not bought any seasonal decor, stationery, new streaming stuff. I haven't bought any new technology, hair tools. Books I bought Onyx Storm, but I think I explained that in one of my other videos that I bought it in 2024. It just didn't come until 2025, and the purchase came out of my wallet then, but I wasn't in my low buy year, so I'm not counting that. I have not bought any kitchenware, although I have been gifted kitchenware stuff, so yeah, I think that's still okay. The only thing that I have done is I bought an alcohol. So I put this on the list because I don't drink very often, and when I say very often, I mean maybe a couple times a month, if that. I drink socially. I never drink by myself, and it's usually when we're at a restaurant or we go to there's an event, if that makes sense. It's not just on the regular. So I was like, this is an easy way to cut savings. However, I'm finding that I do really like having a glass of wine while I'm out to dinner in the occasional times that I am at a nicer place. And I don't want to make it a thing that I'm not drinking, but I feel like in today's society, it is a thing. It's like you're sober because of you can't handle your alcohol, or you're sober because you're trying to get pregnant, or you are pregnant, or something. It just feels like there's always a reason, and my reason is I just want to spend less money. That doesn't feel like something I really want to get into every single time. I don't know, I'm in a social situation and other people are drinking. Maybe that says more about me and my social anxiety than it does about my spending habits, but that's kind of what's been going on there. And okay, so I have purchased alcohol, even though it's in my red light category, but for the times that I have once was for getting some ciders for the Super Bowl, which was fun, and I don't think it was a big deal. I had 2 ciders, and then the other time was I think I went out to dinner and I had some wine. So I'm not saying I'm going crazy in this category, but that would be the only one that I have failed in quotation marks at. The other 2 items, clothing subscriptions and dyeing my hair, I have not done that, so we're good. Yellow light, I think I think we're in the clear here too. I have not bought any makeup this year yet. I've only bought one clothing item so far. I have not bought any accessories, cat furniture, although I did just say I just got a stainless steel litter box, but I'm not counting that as cat furniture because I was picturing cat furniture as being like a cat tree that they can climb or like a cat toy that's like larger, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, what other yellow light item that has been I have not been following is the one coffee trip a month. I have fully not followed this. I have been going to coffee shops socially to see friends or to co-work with other people. And yeah, I've like probably averaged more like 3 or 4 times a month. This isn't a super, yeah, I guess I just don't drink coffee in general that much, but when I do go, I usually like getting matchas or chais or sometimes the occasional latte, but I don't find this like super alarming that I'm not following this to a T because again, if you see the pattern, if there's like a social reason why I'm going there, then I usually want to like support the business I'm going to. So I find it harder to just like not get anything if I'm going to a cafe with a friend. Maybe I need to go to more places where I don't have to spend any money with friends, but that's kind of the reasoning behind that. I don't want to restrict myself too much that it's so stressful and it feels like I can't hang out with anyone and do anything like this. So I'm okay with this one being not as strict going forward. I have not spent any money on wall decor, and I was going to buy tickets to a concert, but then I ended up not going, so I still have not done any concert purchases this year. For Greenlight, I don't think there's anything to go over here, but yeah, I've replaced skincare, I've spent money on workout classes, and oh, I guess I could talk about this one. This one should also be in the yellow light, but dining out once a week, this has been harder to follow as well. I think this one out of the three from the alcohol, the coffee trips and the dining out, I feel like this one's the hardest and this is the one I probably want to cut back more on purposefully. So I count dining out as ordering takeout or going to a restaurant, and I live in a city, so it's just very tempting to always want to support local businesses and eat their delicious food, and it's readily available. So we'll see what happens going forward, but yeah, I'm finding this one harder because I don't love cooking that much. So that's how my low buy year is going. Let's do a quick net worth update. So I'm at $120 or $120,000 and $454, which is very exciting. I feel like after you hit that 100K mark, it does just grow because of interest. So I actually haven't even updated my 401k or my Roth IRA in YNAB, so this might be a little bit different, but it's probably still within like a few $1,000s of this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.